guys, welcome back to the channel. This is an update on another one of my concept journals. This is one of the journals that I make to honor my exploration of past lives and the energies that come up around them. So this one is focused on lifetimes as I don't know what the approach, as a whore, a prostitute, sex worker, whatever you want to call it. This is like lifetimes in the past that have come through for various healing purposes. So we're looking for big, sumptuous, loud, a little gaudy, a little sweet, and also there's like a lot of bittersweet to it. So that's sort of where we're going with this. We're definitely using this one or this one as the cover. Haven't decided yet, but we're gonna keep them. These are wallpaper samples, and we're gonna embrace that. This is huge. This so whatever the cover is, we'll attach here, and this will be like the end paper. None of this is tacked down yet because it's going to be a weird construction, and I still haven't decided how we're going to do the pages exactly. But here we go. Likely this will be bound this way, and then the end papers, we have the two end papers and then the two covers. I think it's going to be like a little bit more quote-unquote traditionally put together, just because of it's so big. We need some concept structure for sure. Okay. It's rough, but it's starting to take shape of like how we're gonna move through the vibes here. But I've just gotten a ton of new images, so I wanted to just I wanted to record where we are right now before I change a lot of the visuals, because we're about to move into a different phase of this. I think I might cut these figures out and place them right across this, but it makes me sad to lose some of the light play going on here, so I have to decide how much I love that light play and if that's part of my vibe or if I just want the figures like over the theater, We have to work on that. So this is gonna be tacked down, and we're gonna open it like this. But also then we lose the back, like the back is so great. I don't know, man. I have like, this is why I'm struggling to commit, because so many things are so great. And I think so. A lot of these images are just going to change. They just have to. So these I'm going to somehow like layer here. Can you see all this? Yes, you can. We're going to be layering this stuff on top of this because I want to cover the modern stuff with proper vibe. And then we're going to keep the inside modern part, which I think is freaking great. This is part of why I wanted such a big book, because I have all these big, sensual, beautiful things that I don't have a place for, so I wanted to make a huge book. So this will probably be like glued down here, or maybe I'll make a tuck. I'm not sure. I could make a tuck in between maybe. And then we just open it right up. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I think we're not going to keep this image, but I love that she made it this far, to be honest with you. So we have different textures, different things. I don't know how we're going to use this. I think this is like going to maybe be here next to her. That might be how we do that. But I wanted to like play with the bedroom, or like what the rooms, I thought this was such a funny modern way to think about it. But I was thinking of cutting these things out and just like kind of placing them in this space a little bit. I haven't decided. There's a lot of very undecided things. That's why we're talking about it before I change my mind a million times. I did not leave a place for a pocket here, which is a huge bummer. I do love these knives and forks. This is a very interesting combination for me. I'm still okay with all this. Yeah, that still feels good also. This has to be cut down, obviously, because I want that color behind it. But I really am trying to play with like the home concept and what like home, I feel in these lifetimes that home was a very different thing, and so I'm trying to reflect that energy. I think a lot of these images might move, but I'm still interested because some of it I just picked on like what's the biggest stuff I have that I never get to use, yeah, like, I don't know if I feel good about having, like, a known celebrity. Like, I have pink, but the known faces I struggle with a little bit, but, you know, I have so many thoughts. So this is coming from the other side, and I have to decide if I'm cutting the tab or if I'm making a tuck here. So we're leaving it for that decision. Definitely like the wistfulness here. I'm interested because I have a whole new section I know I want to add, and I might have to make more pages to add it now that I'm looking. I love this combination. So like I feel like the settings are here, but I don't know that I have room for the images I plan to incorporate now. But I'm happy with the setting. That's perfect. I love this wallpaper. I love it. This was such a find. This paper pack was at a thrift store, and there was 2 of the same paperback. I've never seen them in theaters. In theaters. I've never seen them in craft stores. I do love these. It's so cool. Okay, so then this would be the end, obviously, at the graveyard. And then we'd have this as the end paper, and this probably as the back, because it's not, I love it. It's just, I think that's the right back. It's just so big, so I have to figure out how to cut, what I have to cut down, what I have to keep big, because right now, most of the book doesn't come above here, but now you see like the cover is so much bigger, but also how would I decide, you know, like cutting this down, that's a whole decision unto itself. So anyway, there's a lot to think about here. And I've recently acquired, so I went with my friends and we made some, or I made some collages at like an art experience that I think have shifted my expectations of this book a little bit also. So we have this guy, which I'm loving, this guy, and this guy, which all feel various kinds of modern, but I think this one of all of them I might keep for sure. This one feels just, I don't know, it feels right, but also I don't know if the aesthetic is what we're going for, but these 2 are my highest contenders right now. And then I also had the beginnings of this one going, and I was going to add her to the boat here. Interesting also, but it seems a little bit more romantic and less, I don't know, it's not quite what I'm looking for. So the thing is, I have now all of these images, and so I need to decide how I'm going to include and work these in as well. So it's going to be very different the next time you see it, and that's why we are making note of it now. Yes. Thanks for hanging out to the end and listening to me ramble. Have a great day. I appreciate you.